I know lots of moms that microdose. Moms today are especially stressed out. And I think magic mushrooms have a lot of potential to alleviate that stress and help moms be present. I host a weekly workshop on psychedelic activism. Last week, I had 2 moms bring their daughters. One of them had told me that she watched Fantastic Fungi and that she was really excited to be involved. I'll be at a party and I'll have a mom who will ask me about like charter school recommendations. And next she'll ask me for mushroom recommendations. I feel like I have the absolute best job ever.
I was saying before that, you know, in any of these substances that we take, and I guess they're designed for this purpose, can and do hijack the brain. They can hijack the pleasure centers. They can hijack different parts of the brain. And that's one of your concerns, right?
It's a big concern. I mean, I got to be honest with you, Dr. Phil, watching some of this backstage right now reminds me why we have 120,000 deaths a year from drugs in this country. This drug culture where we just want to grab the next magic silver bullet to help us with, you know, real traumas, I think is really troubling. These kinds of drugs should be handled with care. We need to do much more research than has been done. The research already, it's very, very new. And we are learning that maybe in some limited environments, there's some, I'm not here to say that there's no benefit from them, but we're still learning. I mean, I just had a discussion with Matthew Johnson from Johns Hopkins yesterday. I think you were referring to him earlier, one of the foremost researchers on this. He admits that this is very much handled with care. And you have folks who have no medical background handling this. I worry about it. I think this is, you know, like you said, 2 wrongs don't make a right. Alcohol, marijuana, opioids. When are we going to learn our lesson?
Yeah,
Can I ask a question, though, when you said 120,000 deaths per year because of drugs?
Yeah.
What drugs?
All kinds of drugs, and most of the time those are happening. The actual overdoses are from opioids, cocaine, methamphetamine, but they never start there. They always start with the entry drugs, and I'm not going to use the word gateway, but they start with drugs that are normalized, easily accessible. You mentioned alcohol cabinets. Yeah, we shouldn't have that. We should reduce that as much as we can. Unfortunately, the alcohol thing has left that train's left the station. So, but we should learn from that. We don't want to sort of normalize again and again a drug culture. And while we make this sort of normalized for our kids, I worry about it. I mean, I gotta be honest. I worry about, groups that, show parents in a position of role modeling to their children that they're using these things. I mean, look, you use what you need to use. If it was moms, on Prozac, we don't need to have an organization called Moms on Prozac. Use Prozac, and if you need to under doctor supervision. But I worry that we are just perpetuating a drug culture that's resulting in death.
Do you have a story or a question for me? Click the link in the description and tell me what in the world is going on.